That's for sure.
Indiana's Governor Mitch Daniels delivered the Republican response to President Obama's State of the Union last night. The message? The president's energy policy, especially that Keystone Pipeline, is a pro-poverty policy. Listen to this.
The extremism that stifles the development of homegrown energy or cancels a perfectly safe pipeline that would employ tens of thousands or jacks up consumer utility bills for no improvement in either human health or world temperature is a pro-poverty policy.
All right, GOP strategist Doug Heye live with us now from D.C. So you're a GOP strategist. You're on that side of the fence. We got it. So I'm sure you approved of Mitch Daniels' response to the State of the Union message. My question is, though, do you think Mitch Daniels is positioning himself as a possible candidate from the Republican Party in the presidential election? Because he looked pretty good last night.
I thought he looked very good last night. I thought it was a great idea for Speaker Boehner and Minority Leader McConnell to have a governor, somebody who actually deals with the impacts of what happens in Washington as well. And, you know, it was a little bittersweet to watch because I thought Mitch Daniels would have been a great candidate. But we're pretty far along in this process right now. We've had 3 states vote. We've got a 4th one coming up soon. So I think really that the field is set.
Do you think that Mitch Daniels articulated well the alternative to the president's policies of more government, more spending, more taxes, more debt?
No question about it. It was a strong response, and typically we see responses that aren't always very strong, and it's a tough thing to do, which is one of the reasons I was happy that he did as well as he did.
Well,
but also,
how did he handle? I did not see this response. How did he handle this raised taxes on millionaires? How did he handle that?
Well, he talked about jobs, he talked about debts and deficits, and that these kinds of attacks don't really work for fiscal policy. They work for political gain, no question about it. We've certainly heard these attacks coming from the president before, but what we heard from the president last night was a feint here and there about paying off the debt, and then a list of reasons as to why he's actually not going to pay down our debt at all. And that's something that...
You know, we've got with us in the studio Doug Schoen. He is a Democrat, as you know, and I think you guys know.
We're good friends.
Absolutely, yes.
But wouldn't you say that Mitch Daniels overshadowed what Mitt Romney and Newt Gingrich have done on the campaign trail, Doug? Wasn't the contrast stark, palpable, and clear?
Well, no, I don't think it was palpable in that, look, this was a moment following the State of the Union. This was the official response, but we're going to have several days coming now in Florida where it's going to be back to Mitt Romney versus Newt Gingrich as they try and draw distinctions from each other, which I still think is a good thing for Republicans because as these primaries and caucuses continue, Republican parties in those states continue to register voters. It's an advantage that Barack Obama had going into November of 2008.
20 seconds, Doug. Do you think that Mitt Romney or Newt Gingrich or Mitch Daniels, all 3 of them, they could beat Obama? You think?
I think given where the state of the economy is, that we're in a position where our Republican nominee can win, absolutely. We still don't know who that's going to be.
Yeah, but if the election is held on President Obama's record as opposed to attacks on Republicans. However, Doug
that's
Heye,
the eternal challenge.
It's your first time on our program, and we appreciate you being with us. We'll see you again soon, I trust.
Thank you. Keep Doug Schoen in check.
He's still a Democrat. What can I say?
Yeah.
The judge's surprising response to the Google story. It is in the highlight reel.